Hey folks, Jeff here at Back to Country. Thanks for stopping by the channel today. If you've been following us, you've probably been saying, what in the heck is going on? Where have these guys been? It's crazy. They're not putting out any videos, ain't nothing going on. Well, I'm here to tell you, that's pretty much how this year's been going so far. It has been a lot of challenges. And a lot of challenges that occupy my time, keep me in the city, and really don't provide opportunity to do much filming. I don't really film what I do in the city. This is supposed to be a channel about our homestead, and so if I ain't here working on the homestead, then there really ain't much to film unless I happen to be, you know, doing some work or something back in the city that somehow ties to this or ties to our theme or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much how it's been. So last time I was out here in the property was the end of March, beginning of April, and we just made a quick run up. A buddy and I we went to an auction, ended up heading up to Terrell, Texas, up there by Dallas, and finally found a scissor lift that I purchased and brought that to the property, and then we hung out here for just a couple of days. And I went and dropped off some paperwork with the electric company. So we did make our decision that we're going to go on the grid. So you know, a lot of pros and cons. We went through a lot, and I talked about that in another video, and you know, some great advice from viewers and comments from friends, etc. And you know, we finally made the decision that just based on the money and everything, that for now and to move our projects forward, the best bet we can do is jump on the grid. Of course, with supply chain challenges and wow, going from 200 amp service to 400 amp service, there's a big jump in price there. And well, I'm going to buy a generator. I think what I've decided on is a 24,000 watt Generac. I think it's called a Home Guardian or something, I don't know. But basically, it's a Generac generator, backup generator for the homestead, and it comes with an automatic transfer switch. So basically, if the power goes out, the generator automatically kicks on. It'll be a propane generator, and that's going to be our backup redundancy initially. And then, like I say, later on, we are going to explore solar. But for now, we're going to go with the power because we feel like that's the quickest way to get things going here. So as far as what's been going on in the city, you know, I gotta tell you folks, I spent 30 years in the military, inside the government, inside the intelligence agencies, worked with a lot of different government agencies, and my conclusion is that the government that I worked with is not our government today. Our government today just seems to be a mess. Nobody does their dang job anymore. It's hard to get anything done. Nobody even knows how to do their job. So, you know, we went through a process to do what's called a household goods move. I hauled a bunch of stuff up here, and I'm trying to get paid for that. And yeah, it's really been a pain. And I still haven't been paid, and they owe me a lot of money. So I had made a promise to some folks that we would go up to Oklahoma to the Mid-America YouTube Meetup, and so that's next week. And so I decided, hey, nothing's moving here on this paperwork and everything, so let's just go. So we packed up, came up to the property yesterday. I got some More erosion problems. Dang, it has been raining here like crazy this year. Man, so we got repairs to do now before we can even get our RV out of here. So it's a good thing we came up early. So let me show you what things look like. So you know, the first thing you notice just looking around is everything is lush and green. I mean, that's always been something I like about East Texas is you do get plenty of rain here and everything stays pretty green. I mean, you can see this pine tree here. I mean, this is all new growth. All that different colored branches and everything is new growth on that thing, and that's all from all the rain. We got blackberries all over. I mean, you can look down in there. There you go, yeah. And man, them are delicious. So we are picking some berries. Those are dewberries. I mean, if you look at this vine here and you see how the thorns are everywhere on that vine, that's a dewberry. The blackberries will be more of a smooth vine and just scattered thorns. So if you ever wondered how to tell the difference, that's the difference. But you know what? They taste the same. Anyway, so you know, here's just my hill, come from the top of the hill down, and you can see this ditch. This is new. I mean, tons of water just flowing down this thing. My road is, I mean, tore up. So today, we come up yesterday. Today I started my dump truck. It was running really rough because it's just been sitting. Luckily, once I got it warmed up and everything, checked fluids and all that kind of stuff, it leveled off and seems to be running just fine now. So I guess just sitting, whatever. But tomorrow, gonna head to the, I don't know what it's called. I'll call it a quarry, even though it's not, but a crusher. Basically, they do demolition jobs and then they crush the concrete. They take the slabs and everything, you know, run that through a crusher. And then you can buy different sizes of the crushed concrete. That's about the cheapest way to go. And so that's what we've been doing on these roads. So I'm gonna buy, I don't know how many loads. Each load I'm doing 5-ton loads. So at least a couple of loads. We'll see how much it costs. I think last time I bought it, it was about 23 bucks a ton. The way prices are going up on everything, it wouldn't surprise me if it's 25 bucks a ton for it now, but you know, that's 125 bucks a load, so do what we got to do. But look at this. So it's just washing out under the rock. I mean, this is the work I did last time, all the red rock I put in there. Man, it came out great. It held up fine. Well, and then the water just shifted to another area, and man, it really gained momentum and power, and it just washed the dirt right out from under and around the rocks. And yeah, we got this big washout right here. So this is the problem. I mean, you can see my tire track there. Well, my 4-wheel drive truck can drive over this no problem, but my RV ain't gonna make that ditch. So I gotta fix this. So I'm just gonna haul big loads of rock and dump it in there, fill it in. That's about the easiest way I can do it. And again, I just gotta keep maintaining this road to try to get it to hold itself up until I can get to work on this over here, and until I can clear the area we gotta clear and start getting some good clay. This sand stuff, so well, I mean, there's clay in it, but it's mostly too much sand. It just washes out, and that ain't gonna work. I mean, you can put that layer of sand and then cover it with clay and it'll still hold up. Then put your rock and everything on it and all that, but I got a lot of dirt to move to get in here and to build this road the way I want it to, widen it out, and then put the rock on it, do my ditches and culvert drains and all that kind of stuff. Look at the deer tracks coming through here. But, you know, how am I supposed to do all this stuff when hell I can't even get out here? So I got tons of electric work to do because I filed the paperwork with the electric company. I have 6 months now to do my next step. And my next step with the electric company is to pay them, you know, $4,600, something like that, for the portion they're gonna do. And then I have to do my portion, and that's basically start doing the wiring. I've got to get in electric panels and meter base and all that kind of stuff, and then run a wire out here to this stick that's out here with the little white tag on it, and that's about where the transformer is going to sit, give or take 20 feet. So, you know, once we put the power stuff in, I'll run a ditch and wire and everything to do that. So, and a grounding, got to put in the grounding rods and do all that kind of stuff. So that'll be future videos. Basically, the plan this time is fix this dang road so it's passable again. Go have some fun up in Oklahoma, and then we're gonna come back here, drop off the RV, and then I gotta go back to San Antonio and continue the fight to find out, you know, find somebody that can do their dang job and collect our money so we can move on. That's all I want to do. I just want to get paid and move on, be done with it. I got other stuff to do, and then as soon as I get that and I'm done with it, then I'm coming back here and going to work. And as far as once I go to work, clearing the area I want to clear to take dirt from again, move my equipment over there, start taking dirt and start filling all this in. I mean, I plan on coming out here and basically trying to stay until I get this job done. And well, I don't even know. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I mean, I'd like to come out here and stay till I'm done and do this road, but I got to get the electric stuff done too. So I got to at least get the road usable, so that's what we're going to do this time. If that holds up, then I'll probably leave it and go to the wiring and get the electric done, because I am on a timeline for that. Basically, every time you do something with the electric company, what I was told is, so I filed my paperwork, so I got 6 months. If the end of that 6 months there's been no activity on the account, then they close it and I got to start all over again, which means you kind of go to the back of the line and everything else, and got to have them come out again and put their poles and all that and just start over. I don't know how long that takes, but I don't want to do that. So the next big purchase I'm going to make is the generator, 24 kW. That's going to be a propane backup with transfer switch. The way I'm going to do it, I'm going to do 2 transfer switches. So basically I'm going to come off the 400 amp service. I'm going to go into 2 200 amp transfer switches. Those will both be connected to the 24 kW generator. Even though I know a 24 kW is not for 400 amp service, we'll just be selective in what we run. Obviously, I'm not going to run the whole shop on the generator, but we can be selective in what we run, and it'll still power everything just fine. So a 200 amp panel will be on the inside. That'll be basically for the living quarters in the shop. The 200 panel will be on the outside. That's going to run stuff that's on the outside, like air conditioners and things of that nature, and it's also going to run the pump house and different things like that, RV site, you know, whatever we come up with. So that's kind of the gist of the plan. That's where I'm at as far as work goes out here. I would like to be moving forward on all this and keeping up with it and everything, but you know, one thing I can tell you from experience is anything the government's involved in, yeah, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be a mess, and you just got to deal with it. And that's where I'm at right now, is dealing with the government. So if I can get that done and get back out here and get to work, then that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna get this electricity run out here, and I want to go to work on that road. So 2 big goals. That's probably you know, hell, if I can get that done this year, I'll be ecstatic. That's those are some big jobs. So man, it's frustrating. Anyway, folks, that's kind of an update of where we're at, what's been going on. Believe me, we are wanting to get to work on this. We're very frustrated by the things we're dealing with, and it is what it is. The good news is we're retired. And one thing we decided a long time ago is we're retired. We do what we want when we want. So whatever happens, we just gonna roll with it. I'm not gonna lose my mind over it. As frustrating as it is, we're gonna keep rolling forward, keep doing what we're doing, and we're gonna build this homestead. So, like I say, appreciate y'all watching. For those of you that are still following along and sticking with us, I know we've lost some subscribers and everything because we're just not putting out videos regular, and it is what it is. I apologize, but that's life. That's one thing, you know, when we started this channel, we said this is going to be real. It's going to be life, and we're not going to sugarcoat stuff. We're not going to pretend to do things. We're not going to do things just for the purpose of making a video. What we're going to do is we're going to do life. And this is our life. This is how it's going. So, good with the bad, folks. Anyway, love y'all. Appreciate you sticking with us, like I say. Appreciate the comments that you provide and the little messages, email, etc. that we get here and there. And anybody that's going to the Mid-America YouTube meetup, we look forward to seeing y'all there and hanging out, having some fun. We definitely can use a little bit of downtime and some fun. So really looking forward to that. Take care. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.